Hello, good morning, students. So today we'll start the third chapter, that is SQL select statement. Okay? SQL select statement. So this is how we make a query. Okay. So we build the database. We create a database. Okay. So we have created the table. We have inserted the data. Okay, using the insert commands, and then we have modified the tables, columns, data types using the alter table commands. Okay, and then if we want, we can delete some rows also, so we inserted new columns using the alter table commands. Okay, now what we have to do is that in the database, okay, so the tables will be created in this format. So now this is the, suppose this is the original data in the database. So this is the teachers table, right? So this is the original teachers table. Now what we have to do is that we have to manipulate this table. Okay, we have to extract information from this table. Okay, so that is by using this select. The first one that we use is the select command. Okay, so this select command is always used with another clause called as the from clause. Okay, so we use the select keyword and the from clause. Okay, uh, so uh, we do extract the information from the table. Okay, so this is very simple query. Okay, now all of these queries are quite simple to it's written because it is written in like simple English sentence. Okay, it's almost like a reading an English sentence, but the thing is that it is very easy to understand but very easy to forget. So continual practice of this SQL is needed. Okay, so using this select command, select keyword, we can do a lot of things. Okay, but so what is the select keyword? Now the select keyword, okay, the select clause, the keyword that tells the database this command is a query. All queries begins with this word. Okay, so the select it lists the columns to be displayed. That is, it is essentially a projection. Okay, so it processes a query, it performs a query, it sends a query to the database. Okay, so it sends a query to the database, a request to the database, okay, that I want this information, like that. Okay, so the select query will send that data information to the database, and in turn the database will send it back, will reply back. Okay, so it is used with a from clause. Okay, now this from clause is used to select from the database, okay, the table from where you are extracting the data. Okay, so the from clause will link itself to the table from where in the database from where you are extracting the selecting the data or querying about the data. Okay, so so this so the syntax is this one: select star from table name. Okay, now by default this is the syntax. Okay, now here we use the asterisk symbol, okay, from table name. So this is the shortest query. Okay, select star from table name, which means like if you have to select from the teachers table, it will be select star from teacher or select asterisk from teacher. Okay, now what is the use of this asterisk symbol or star symbol? When you use this asterisk symbol, okay, it means that display all the columns that is present in the teachers table. Okay, so here display all the columns. Okay, that means it will retrieve all the columns and all the data that is there in the teachers table. Okay, so here you have 1 column, 2 column, 3 column, 4, 5, 6 columns. Okay, so in the teachers table all these columns are there. Along with that, all of these data are, this is the original data that is in the teachers table. Okay, so when you say select star from teacher, okay, what it will do is that it is sending a query request to the database to display the entire teachers table. That means all the column and all the data row wise. So exact copy of this table and exact duplicate of this table which is stored in the database will be shown to the user or to the programmer when you say select star from teacher. Okay, so this asterisk symbol, this operator, okay, will be used to display all the columns. Okay, now when you want to select only some specific columns from the table, okay, then in that case you mention the column name separated by commas. It may be one column, it may be two columns, it may be three columns, okay, as per your wish. So select column name comma column name from table name. So you just have to mention, suppose like here, select t number t name from teacher. So when you say send this query, select t number t name from teacher, okay, it will display the teacher number and teacher name column. Okay, so from the original table it will extract this information and it will display this column. Okay, so these two columns. Now one thing you have to understand is, okay, the order of arrangement of the column does not is irrelevant. That means the column reordering, okay, since you have written here select t number t name, that's why t number is coming first and then t name is coming second. Now if you write here select t name comma t number, if you mention the t name column first and then t number second, t name column will come here and t number column will come second. Okay, but in the original table t number and t name, t number is first and t name is second. Okay, so here if suppose t name comes first and t name number comes second, okay, this is just a Xerox copy of the original table. This select command, okay, will not affect the original table. The select command, this select keyword is just used to display the data that you are extracting from the original table. Okay, so what it actually does is, from the original table it will take out a copy of this data and display it to the user. Okay, so whatever changes is done, whatever is being displayed in using the select keyword does not affect the original table. Okay, the original table remains as it is. Okay, so only this is the modified data, you may say. Okay, so as you can see that using the select keyword, okay, if you want to display all the columns you use the star symbol. If you want to display only selected columns, specified columns, you mention the column names separated by comma. Okay, suppose like you want to display, suppose you want to display this teacher number, teacher name and department number. Okay, so you have to say select t number comma t name comma DEPT underscore number. One thing you have to understand is that, okay, the column name should be written same. That means DEPT underscore NO. It should be, you should write down the query here also same. Okay, but the column name as well as the table name is not case sensitive. Here it is written salary in capital letter. If you write down here while sending a query to database, if you write the salary, the column salary in small letter, it will not affect the query. Okay, the compiler will simply display the answer, the table. Okay, only thing that is case sensitive is the data values, the alphabetical values. Okay, so in terms of retrieving, so in terms of the column reordering also, okay, so like here mentioned select t name t number salary. Okay, so the actual arrangement does not affect, is not affected at all by this, by these settings. Okay, so that is how you use the select command. Okay, now another thing that is used very frequently with the select keyword is the where clause. Okay, because when you are extracting data from the database, okay, it will not be just simple, it will not just be a simple query like display all the table details or display certain columns, right? But you may want to search for the data based on some conditions. Like see, if you're also if you're using the ATM, right, there is a there is a condition, right, that you have to enter the pin code, and there is a condition that, okay, like you want to withdraw between, you want to withdraw balance based on suppose like you want to withdraw 5,000, you want to withdraw 10,000, you want to withdraw 2,000, right? So that condition is there, right? So based on what amount is stored in your bank balance. Okay, so similarly the where clause is used based on a condition. Okay, a condition with the table that from where the query is being processed. Okay, so this condition is based on a column of the table, or maybe one or more columns of the table, and one or more data values associated with those columns. Okay, so this where clause is usually associated with a boolean expression, that is either true or false. Okay, so that can be either true or false for any row of the table. Okay, so this where clause is used with this comparison operator, or you can say relational operator. Okay, so same like we use in C++, it is also used with logical operators, that is logical and, or, not. Okay, so the where clause is used with different types of operators, not only logical and relational operators. Okay, it is also used with different operators such as like as it is in table 3.1. okay, between, in, like, not. We shall see all of those things one at a time. Okay, so here's the syntax: select column name, or select star from table name. Okay, where condition. So the condition is based on, okay, a column name, okay, and the values associated with the column name, okay, and based on a comparison, okay, like greater than, less than, equal to, not equal to, and so on. Okay, so these three things, okay, these three things are always associated with the where clause condition. Okay, so based on that, let's see one, suppose like, yeah, here we have this arithmetic operator. Okay, so just like in C++, okay, where we have arithmetic operators, so these are the arithmetic operators that is used. The modulus is also used. So here there is an example. Write a query to display the teacher number, teacher name, and 10% of salary for each teacher for earthquake fund who joined in school before 2001. So the query question is to display the column, that is teacher number and teacher name column. We have from the teachers table, we have to display only these two columns, that is the teacher number and teacher name column, and 10% of salary for each teacher. Okay, so 10% of salary will be deducted from the teacher. Okay, that is 10% of salary will be deducted from each teacher. Okay, but there's a condition: who joined the school before 2001. So anyone who joined after 2001, their salary, 10% salary will not be deducted, but those who joined before 2001 only, so their salary 10% will be deducted, and what will be displayed is the teacher number, teacher name, and then the 10% salary column will be displayed. Okay, so here is the query: select t number comma t name comma salary into 0.10. okay, so since we cannot write down in the mathematical logic format, okay, so we cannot write down in percentage format. Okay, so that's why this decimal point format is multiplied with the salary from teacher, where, okay, who joined in school before 2001. Okay, so here it is mentioned where, and as you said, a where clause condition is evaluated with true or false. Okay, so there is a column, there is an operator, and there is the value associated with that column. Okay, so if you see here, a column name, a comparison operator, and a column name constant or list of values. Okay, so here you can see the column name is mentioned here. Okay, and then a comparison operator less than, and then the value associated with that column. Now why are we taking this DOG, date of joining? Because who joined in school before 2001, right? So if you see the columns, okay, you have to display this one, okay, and then 10% of salary. That means not this salary column, but a new column that where 10% salary is being deducted. So a new column will be created, but it will not affect this original table. Okay, that is just in the select query. And then date of joining less than 2001. So that's why this column name is mentioned in here. okay, in here. So we are using the less than because the before 2001, what is the last date before 2001? That is 1st January 2001, right? Because December 31st 2000, that is the last date before 2001 1st January, right? So that's why this date is mentioned, okay. And you can see that the date is enclosed in single quote because this is a combination of characters, right? Variable characters, okay. Do you have alphabets, numbers, and special symbols, okay. So date is enclosed in single quote, so less than, okay. So if suppose it was written, write a query to display all the teacher's salary, right? So it would be select star from teacher, okay. So now since salary into 0.10%, so this column displays those teachers who joined before 2001. So these three teachers joined before 2001, and then their salary is being deducted of 10%, okay. So this new column gets displayed, but this new column will not be inserted in the original column, in the original table, okay. So this is just a query which is extracted from the database, okay. So using this select query commands, using this from clause and using this where clause condition, okay, we can extract lots of information from the table, but this select from and where does not affect the original table, okay. So this is how you use the select keywords, okay. So we'll stop here for today, okay. In the next class we shall continue and look up for more arithmetic operators, okay.